What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here with an urgent video. I make these videos every few months, but I have to keep doing it because unfortunately there's a lot of unscrupulous people in finance, in crypto, in trading, in penny stocks. Let me be very clear. I do not manage anybody else's money. None of my top students do. We're never gonna DM you. We're not gonna WhatsApp you. I'm not even on WhatsApp or Telegram or Webull or StockTwits or Reddit. There's all these imposters all over the place. It's sickening, okay? If you want to learn, there is one place where I do Q&A every single week. I'll post the link below. This is to join my challenge. Everywhere else, it is not me. And I don't have any other usernames like timsykeshelp.com or, timsykes437 on Instagram or jackaroo832. Like, none of my top students and I have time to create all these secondary or tertiary profiles on Instagram or Twitter. We don't DM you. We don't have time. That's the reality of the situation. So do me a favor, expect the worst out of everyone in trading, expect the worst out of everyone in finance, especially expect the worst out of everyone in crypto. Crypto and blockchain might have some solid functions in the future. In reality, it's 99.9999 scams right now. 99.999% scams. I'm sad, because I like volatile assets. I've been trading a lot of crypto penny stocks, but I don't trade crypto itself. I'm never gonna recommend a shady wallet. The problem is that there's so many scams and you don't know where the money goes, and it's very shady. Very similarly with teaching, there's all these people who claim to be professional traders, successful traders. Show me every trade, okay? Show me a multi-year or multi-decade track record. It blows my mind how people say, oh, I did well on this, I did well on this. They don't show you all their trades. They're in some Discord chat room. They're on some Reddit thread. People always like to brag about their winners. They don't talk about their losses. Show me your tax returns. Show me your millionaire students in all their trades too. I'm very proud right now as I'm filming this in late 2021. I have nearly 24 millionaire students, which is quadruple what I've had in previous years. The market has been hot. I have so many teachings. A lot of my students have actually studied. The interesting thing is, like, a lot of people say, oh, you should have thousands of millionaires. I only have a few hundred students who even bother studying everything I create. And out of those, guess what? Most of them start with 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. So it's not easy to make $1 million overnight. But yes, Matt Monaco, his E-Trade account really was up 1.6 or 1.8 million%. It's insane. Jack Kellogg, former valet, really has taken a small starting stake. I think he started with like 25 or 30,000. Now he's over 8 million. He's made 6 million alone in 2021. He pushed himself. He got mono and strep throat, was trading nonstop. Mari, literally my first female millionaire student. Yes, she is only 20, but she's been in my challenge for several years. There are some incredible stories out there with all the students working hard, but if you don't show every single trade, I just don't believe you. I know there's a lot of short sellers. They're like, look how easy it is to short sell. I know, I taught you. Most of the short sellers were in my challenge at one point. A lot of them say, no, don't learn from Tim Sykes. I learned on my own BS, okay? If you go back through my old videos, it's pretty funny. You can't change history. I'm not offended. I'm used to it. Short sellers are the new promoters, or at least until the new promoters became the new promoters. But when there was a lack of promoters for a few months, a few years ago, short sellers filled that role by lying. Short sellers always say, oh, all these things are scams. They're all going to crash. It's easy to bet against it. I believe that, yes, most of them are scams, but it's not easy. And I believe that the risk of shorting is terrible. So I haven't shorted a stock in nearly 2 years. I just don't think it's a good risk reward. Remember, I trade for my students, okay? And by that, not saying I manage money, I teach my process for you. I take trades that I think are good to learn from, not because they're necessarily going to make me the most money. If I had no students, if I was just trading, I probably would short sell. But I trade so that my students can see and learn from my trades. And if I make a trade where maybe I find shares are short, or maybe I'm okay with taking excessive risk because I've been trading for 20 plus years, that doesn't mean that it's good for my students to do so. So I'm optimized for teaching, not for trading. I donate 100% of my trading profits to charity. If you click the link below, aside from the challenge where if you want to learn from me, that's where you click, I'm also going to show all my trades. All of it gets donated. I'm very proud to show my screen for my challenge students during live webinars. You can see me win, you can see me lose, you can see me miss trades. I know I always say like it's good to be real in an industry full of fakes, but most people watching this have no idea how many fakes there are. Not that I'm the best trader in the world, but I'm blunt, I'm honest, and I'm transparent. And this is why I think I've quadrupled the number of millionaires in the last year or so. No one else has. That I see, okay? And if they have, show me all their names, show me all the trades. Don't show me, Robert R. or, like 1 or 2 trades. Like, look at this trade. Show me everything. You really need to question everything and get down to the nitty gritty. And this is why I am proud to teach, okay? Leave some comments below. Ask me questions. I would love to answer them all. Because what I teach is a set of rules, patterns, lessons that I've learned the hard way over 20 plus years. I know they can help you. I have a strategy now, not just for teaching, but for creating millionaires from scratch. I've gotten better as a teacher because now I have not just 1, 2, or 3 millionaires, but nearly 2 dozen. And now with those 2 dozen as a sample set, I see what each of them does right. And by the way, they don't all trade the same stocks. They don't all have the same patterns. They don't have all the same strategies. They take my lessons and they make it their own and they see what works best for them. This is the beauty, okay? I didn't know where this was going when I first got started into teaching. Most people said, don't teach. Maybe you got lucky, maybe you're a math genius, maybe you're a fraud, but it's definitely not a teachable strategy. And I was like, I know it wasn't luck. I know I'm not a fraud. I know I'm not that good at math. So yes, I do believe it's teachable. Now, because of the hot market, because of how we've structured everything with the challenge, I'm very proud to show proof after proof after proof after proof with all these new millionaire students and many more, okay? It's not like I just have, 20, 23 successful students. Many more are coming up on 1 million. It wouldn't surprise me if the market stays hot. I might have 2 dozen in the next year or so. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I make videos like this to weed out fakes. If you or anybody you know has been contacted by like some other username that's not verified on Twitter or Instagram, I'm verified, or even on YouTube, I see all these comments like Tim Sykes in different italics and different fonts, and it says like, hit me up on WhatsApp or Telegram. That's not me. Just block and report them. It sucks that social media doesn't do a better job at policing, but unfortunately, this is the reality of this industry. And all I can do is teach, all I can do is make videos like this. Warning, none of my top students do this either. Jack Kellogg, the former valet who's now made over 8 million, he has like 40 or 50 imposters. And I see comments from some people and they're like, I like Jack until he tried to scam me with crypto. That's not Jack. That's one of his scammers. That's one of his imposters. And we report them, they take them down. Unfortunately, they keep popping up. So all I can do is try to warn you. Education is the key to not getting scammed. Learn to never rely on anybody else. Learn to never follow alerts from anybody else. Learn all on your own and use lessons from me and my top students to speed up your own learning curve. Use us as the training wheels that we are. We can help you hopefully avoid boneheaded mistakes. Hopefully we can help you stay on the right path to being my next millionaire. But never forget, 90% of traders lose. I can't guarantee you're gonna be my next millionaire. I can't guarantee you that you're gonna be my next even profitable student. You gotta study first. Jack Kellogg might have made over 8 million, but he made nothing his first 20 months. Sorry, I had problems. I'm not coordinated, right? 20 months of just studying. Tim Grittani might be over 13 million, but he made nothing his first 9 months. Now, obviously, different markets, you have to be an idiot sometimes, especially if you study this stuff, not to make money in some of these hot markets. But guess what? To make big money, to grow your account exponentially, you gotta start small, paper trade in the beginning, trade with small positions. Feel free to make fun of me and my top students trading small. I love it when the promoters show how full of BS they are, when they make fun of small gains. There's nothing wrong with small gains or small losses, especially in the beginning while you're learning and you're optimizing your process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Anyways, Click the link below if you want to join my challenge. Leave some comments below if you have any questions. If you get hit up in the comments by somebody saying like I trade crypto or trade money for you, just block and report them and start to understand how full of crap everyone is in this industry. And this is why I teach. This is what motivates me to get out of bed, because I'm proud to be real. And FYI, I'm also going to post a link below where we have a whole website and blog post set up talking about these scammers. Read it. You can read more about the details, where to report them and such. Unfortunately, this is just a reality in the industry. My apologies. I'm sorry that the scammers are so moronic not to realize that there's so much money to be made legally